Oh, TTC 900 Power, what's up? Y'all know who this is. Hella early in the morning. I'm driving home from work. Back to working those 12s. But I just wanted to get on here and address a couple things. We made a couple key hires that we really needed. Head coach, general manager. I'll talk about them in a minute. First, I need to address something. Renegade. Hey, dickhead. Bro, right after I game week 1, I told you to hit me up to pay me. Never got a response. Figured maybe I'd get one a couple weeks later. Blah, blah, blah. I've been real lenient. Been real nice about it. But, when I went and checked your vids and saw on your timeline that you was paying bets to other motherfuckers, I'm like, wait a minute. This bitch shouldn't be betting with anybody until he pays off the bet he owes from week 1. I even left another way for you to pay me on your last video. The one talking about your little kindergarten ass coach that be giving y'all pizza parties for being good. Fucking faggot ass organization. Anyway, bruh, you need to go ahead and pay me, and your excuse better not be what I had heard that it is, because if that's the case, you need to go ahead and take that up with that individual, not me. I'm not on here to monitor or care about what other individuals do. If they do something or don't do something, that's on them, not on me, okay? Like I said, and this was a bet you made. You made the video to make it look like you were coming at me to make a bet, when in reality, it was you trying to save fucking face because you backed out of my bet, you little pussy bitch. And, you made this video, making this bet. I don't know, maybe you thought I wouldn't accept it or something. I accepted it. You lost. It's time to pay up, Jack. It's time to pay up. So, that's all I got on that subject. Now, let me get into why I'm making this video. I'm making this video, like I said, head coach GM hires. A lot of you motherfuckers just, like when we hired our GM, a lot of you motherfuckers are just looking at a name and looking like, oh my God, he ain't got no GM experience. That's a trash hire. It's not a trash hire. It's not a trash hire. You're just salty little bitches. That's all it is. John Lynch is and has been for a long time really close friends with John Elway. In 2013, he went with John Elway to the scouting combine, to the scouting combine. He was scouting defensive players for John Elway and things like that. John Elway was essentially grooming this guy for a front office position. The last couple years, John Elway's been trying to get John Lynch in the front office in Denver. And there's been talks as early as a year ago in Denver that, and there's nothing imminent as far as John Elway stepping down, or there's never been talks about that or anything like that, but talks of as little as a year ago, like I said, of when John Elway finally does step down, John Lynch was supposed to be the heir apparent to John Elway in Denver. A guy that's thought of this highly, okay, around league circles, cannot be a trash hire like everybody's saying. You know, this was an outside the box thinking. This was honestly the type of hire I didn't think Jed York had the balls for. But we might see some more surprising things that we didn't think possible from Jed York. Because I'm starting to realize that when Jed York hired Trent Baalke on as GM all them years ago, he gave Trent Baalke way too much power. You know, and Trent Baalke really messed up a lot of things. He's the reason for all these coaching changes. You know, he's the reason that a lot of our drafts have been so fucked up. I mean, this guy really couldn't draft, especially when it came to offensive talent, especially at the wide receiver position. I mean, you got to realize this is a guy that took fucking AJ Jenkins in the first round over Alshon Jeffrey. Really? Really? I mean, come on now. And then every single draft this dude drafted, we had to draft some injured ass player. None of them's really paid off yet. Will Redmond, the guy from last year. I don't know. We'll see what happens this year with him. But he didn't really see the field last year, and Trent Baalke swore he'd be ready to go by the beginning of the season. We saw how that played out. You know, so now that Trent Baalke's out of here, we're going to see a whole different culture in this organization. And honestly, the John Lynch hire initially caught me off guard. Just the biggest reason is because you never heard his name come up at all. And that's because John Lynch wanted it that way. He said if he went through with the process and had a chance at, you know, becoming a general manager, he wanted the organization to keep it quiet because he heard the rumors how shit just flies out of the building there, you know, in Santa Clara. And he wanted to test the organization and see if they could keep something this big under wraps. And, you know, they did. Like I said, nobody even knew John Lynch was at that final meeting with Kyle Shanahan the weekend before Atlanta flew to Houston for the Super Bowl. Yeah. You know, they were able to keep it all under wraps and, you know, let shit progress. And then we hired John Lynch. A lot of people, I think the biggest thing that got a lot of people initially was a 6-year deal for a general manager with no GM experience. But what we're going to do, and it's already started, is we're going to do like Denver did with John Elway. John Elway didn't have little to no experience when he took that role. You put good people around him to help support him in the front office, and it brings them along, and it makes their job a whole lot easier. And that's what's going to happen with John Lynch. We took one of John Elway's most trusted guys already from Denver's front office. Within 24 hours of John Lynch being hired, that's the type of individual he could bring in. One of the top talent evaluators in the NFL. And it's not an argument. It's a fact. And within 24 hours of being hired, this is the type of talent this guy's bringing to our front office. Just like that. So, you salty bitches sitting there saying it's a trash hire, you can eat a bag of dicks for all I care. You guys are just... And you know, we all know Kyle Shanahan's our head coach. Say what you want about him as far as Atlanta goes. And the Super Bowl. Yeah, was it stupid to throw in those situations? Sure. Jim Harbaugh lost us the Super Bowl, and I still hear motherfuckers on other teams. Jim Harbaugh was the best coach you had. The best coach we had lost us a Super Bowl. The only Super Bowl in franchise history we've ever lost was lost under Jim Harbaugh. I'm not saying dude was a bad coach. I'm not throwing any type of shade on him. I'm just saying, you know, you can't put this whole thing on Kyle Shanahan about what happened at the Super Bowl. You're up 28-3. 28-9 at one point, okay? How much of that's on the defense for blowing that? That defense gave up 600 yards. Nobody's talking about them. Not one person saying shit about Atlanta's defense. But it is what it is. I'm not, you know, too concerned about it. Kyle Shanahan's here. Him and John Lynch are about to run shop, you know, and we're going to see what they do in this draft. And we're going to see what we do and how much money we spend and what talent we bring in free agency-wise. You know. So, sorry, had to stop for a school bus real quick. Flick their fucking thing on. But yeah, we're gonna hit this free agency hard. We're gonna have close to $100 million once cap pops out. It's 97.5, I do believe, and we're gonna see what they do. And then we're gonna get to the draft, and we're gonna see what they do there. You know, I can't say exactly what's gonna happen until I see things like that. Then you'll get more of a sense of where we're going with this. I know there's a couple quarterbacks Shanahan's targeting right now. We could end up giving up a draft pick to Atlanta if they don't re-sign Taylor Gabriel, I think it is, because he's a restricted free agent, so you'd have to give up a draft pick for him. Like if they were to put a 4th round on him or something like that, we'd have to give up a 4th round draft pick. So, you know, maybe Shanahan tries to bring him over too. Who knows? We'll have to see. But right now, we're in a really good situation, and I like the direction we're going. And I'm sending this warning out to all you salty bitches, all you faggots in this division. You can talk all the shit you want. You can say what you want. But fact is, the Niners are, yes, it's a rebuild, but these two hires right here were the biggest key. We had to hit home runs, and we did. Foundations laid. The foundations laid. It's time to start building Rome. This empire will rise again, motherfuckers. And it's going to be a lot sooner than you motherfuckers think. Talking 6-8 years. Y'all sucking dick if you think 6-8 years. You might be blowing your boyfriend for 6 to 8 years. This rebuild ain't taking 6 to 8 years. You can suck dick on that one. It's getting turned around a lot faster than you motherfuckers think. Yo, this video's gone longer than I wanted, or longer than normal, but guess what? I got shit to say, and I don't give a fuck if some of you like it or not. Our division rivals, I'm telling you right now, Seattle, you're a 9-win team this year. And I'm going off just what I've been seeing all the previous years. You could go back and look yourselves. Other people could go and look. Seattle has gone down by 1 win the last few years. This year they was what, 10-6? The year before that, or what were they, 10-5-1? Well, I'm not sure. I can't remember, but they only had 10 wins. The year before that they had 11. The year before that they had 12. And I think the year before that they were a 13-3 team. I'm not 100% sure, but go look. They've been regressing every single year. So I'm calling them at 9-7. Lambs, you motherfuckers are fucked. You're really fucked. You lose Tremaine Johnson in that secondary, you're really hurt. I understand you got Wade Phillips as your defensive coordinator. Good on you. Your D-line's going to be beasting again. Okay, whoop-de-fuck. Everybody knows the Lambs have a good-ass D-line. I have never gotten on here and argued that, ever. And I won't until it actually regresses. But outside of that, you have nothing. On offense, you have a goddamn quarterback that fumbles and throws interceptions more than he does anything else. You traded the farm for that piece of garbage. He's already a bust. Already a bust. So you bitches aren't doing shit. And Lambs fans, don't get on here and try talking shit and talking to me. Beat my team. 2-14 and we beat you twice. Alright? In Arizona, you ain't gonna do shit again. Period. 117 years. I see one of your trolls in someone else's comment section on one of their videos. I think it was McCarver's video or some shit. Talking all this shit and saying how the Niners can't draft and shit like that. 117 years. Probably, well, no, I think it's 118 now. And counting. And you ain't won shit. How's that for not drafting, you fucking sorry motherfuckers? And then your decrepit piece of shit quarterback named Carson Palmer don't even know if he's fucking playing yet this year. Jesus fucking Christ. Motherfuckers quit worrying about my team so goddamn much. I know you motherfuckers that constantly worrying. I hear people, I ain't seen no press conference. Why are you watching my team's press conferences? Take the 49er app off your goddamn phone or start calling yourself a 49er fan. Because if you watch another team's press conferences, I'm calling two-teamer. Plain and fucking simple. Pay attention to your trash squads and quit worrying about mine. So, that's about all I got to say. Until next time. Maybe draft, maybe free agency, we'll see. We'll see. But, like I said, all you salty haters, y'all can just suck a bag of dicks. Sit back and watch what's about to happen. Because you're not going to like it. That's all I got to say. Go Niners. Everybody else, you could choke on a fat dick. Fuck you, I'm out.